Could it be a Casio prowling the twilight? No, a Skmei. It's the Skmei 2460, and I was making a different video, but I dropped that to show you this watch first. It's the most aggressive value proposition I've held in years. If you're about to buy a Casio A1100, stop. Look at this first. It's Skmei's homage of that watch, and it's got no business being this good. It does harbour one tiny landmine of a problem that could have you beat, so I'll get to that, plus some insights not yet covered by others. If you want one, I'll drop an affiliate link in the description. If you use it and buy something, I can earn a small fee, and it doesn't cost you any extra. I spent a few days with this, and I can tell you there are some big fat untruths told about this watch. I'll debunk those for you. But first, the display shows time, date, and day simultaneously, whereas on the Casio, it forces you to scroll to a different screen for the date. And actually, I like the Casio's simplified display, but I'd guess most of you regard this data-rich timekeeping display as a desirable level up, and you can toggle 12 or 24-hour time if you want. The module offers alarm, stopwatch, and something you don't get on the Casio A1100, a countdown timer. Another win for the Skmei. I bought mine probably for the same reason you might. I can't afford the Casio right now. And at my last check, those retailed at about $135 in the US, so will closer inspection of my $12 purchase reveal a case finish that makes a soda can look like fine jewellery? Well, that would be easier to explain, but check this out. The front face of the case is muted with wonderful vertical brushing, giving a refined satin sheen, and the sides contrast nicely with high polished surfaces that reflect my arm to vanish the sides, making the watch look even slimmer. This sculpted case has remarkably defined purposeful geometry that is immaculately finished on every plane, on every edge. The facets meet with precisely chamfered transitions, inviting me to trace them with my finger, oddly satisfying. It carries a level of refinement usually reserved for high-end horology, and I'll reveal a reason why this level of case finishing defies all logic. If I'd known it would be this good, I would have bought all three colour variants. It's my second Skmei purchase this year that has propelled itself straight into my top 10 watches in my collection. I'll show you the other at the end. And I test a lot of digital watches, so consider subscribing if that's your thing. This watch steals my favour because apart from looking fantastic, the front-facing buttons make it more practical to use than any other digital I own. The tactile feedback of the button press is addictive. The metal pushers are weighted just right. So did you think the case is stainless steel? It's not. Some sellers say it's resin, and they're wrong. It's a die-cast zinc alloy base metal, with first, I'd guess, a copper strike layer for adhesion, then a final chrome plating. Normally, this gives a horrendous mirror-like surface that I hate above all other finishes, but damn it, they've tricked me. If I had to eyeball it and guess, even as a degree-qualified engineer, there's no way I could tell it apart from the same warm look of 316L stainless steel. Electroplating baths, they can be tuned so the deposited metal is not mirror smooth, normally by suppressing leveling agents. Whatever they did, it's genius because it's indistinguishable from stainless steel. And this metal does offer one distinct performance advantage that I can actually show you. Watch this. On my scales, including the links I took off, the Skmei weighs this much, whereas the Casio A1100 tops the scales at about 90 grams. If you're worried about scratches, don't be. I recently removed the chrome plating from a zinc alloy watch case because I wanted to nickel plate it, and I can tell you this stuff is hell to remove. And if you did scratch your Skmei, the watch is almost free. You just buy another one. The first undeserved rumour spoken of the Skmei 2460 is that the strap pinches hair. I say no, it doesn't. It's just something reviewers think they have to say about all watch straps with these folded stainless steel links. Enough already. Here's a Casio that you can see has forced me to apply silicone pads as a last resort to protect my arm hair from an egregious assault. So I'd be the first to complain if the Skmei strap pinched. In fact, the Skmei strap is manufactured with extremely tight tolerances, eliminating gaps. It feels more like one seamless band. This bracelet, with Skmei's lightweight case is a real winner for all-day comfort. Skip this part and you'll be sorry. It's not all good news. If you buy this, you might want to cancel the gym because adjusting the strap is a serious workout. Just to remove 2 links means removing 4 pins. They push out in the direction of the arrow, but with a lot of force. 45 minutes later, this is the first tool I broke. This is the second tool I broke. Honestly, I think about half of you won't manage this. You might get lucky with a couple of pins, but maybe not all 4. I'll show you my solution in a moment. The lug width is a standard 20mm, so you might have a preferred strap you want to use. I recommend this type of metal mesh strap that I'll link for you below. These are silky smooth against the arm, but the strap supplied is worth persevering with because it's styled just right to match the watch. It's comfortable and lightweight. This is how I got the difficult pins out. You need a block with a hole large enough for the pin to fit through. Then I used tiny jeweler's round nose pliers. They allowed me to squeeze the pin out with controlled force. The next untruth told about Skmei watches is about accuracy. Yeah, I've experienced old models I bought years ago that were not very accurate, as perhaps have others who still raise this legacy issue. But I have 4 Skmei watches bought within the last couple of years, and they all keep time within the typical industry standard of plus or minus 30 seconds per month. In my view, the inaccuracy narrative is officially dead. This Skmei watch I showed you earlier is a homage watch of a familiar G-Shock. It cost less than this one, and this watch keeps time within 10 seconds a month, making it one of my most accurate quartz I have. And another personal favourite. Click here for my full review, see you there.